Hey there. So in chapter 36, we're going to learn about sensory systems, and those are related to nerves, but it's how we perceive the world around us. So in section 1, we're going to talk about sensory processes, and that is things like identifying the general and special senses that we have, the 3 important steps in sensory perception, and you're going to be able to explain the concept of just noticeable difference in sensory perception, which is what we use as scientists to develop a lot of the experiments that we run. In section 2, we're going to talk about somatosensation. So you're going to be able to describe the 4 important mechanoreceptors that are in our skin, the topographical distribution of sensory receptors in our skin, and explain why the perception of pain is subjective. In section 3, we're going to talk all about taste and smell. We're going to look at why they're weird compared to other sensory stimuli. We're going to identify the 5 primary tastes. Weirdly, that is pretty much the same since I was in school. And we're going to look at concrete examples like why a dog's sense of smell is better than a human's. In section 4, we'll touch on hearing and vestibular sensation. So you'll learn how physically how we hear, what happens when it goes wrong, and also a little bit about the vestibular system. This book in modern medicine doesn't do it justice, but hearing and vestibular sensation is also associated with a lot of random dizziness events for people that are unexplained and we can't really do anything about it. So it might be interesting to think about that, how our ears actually help with our balance as you go through this chapter. And then in the final section, we're going to talk about vision. So you'll look at diagrams of the eye. You'll explain how electromagnetic waves differ from sound waves. And you'll be able to trace the path of light through the eye to the optic nerve. All right, that is chapter 36. I'll see you in the next chapter.